time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Gore N More podcast. This is your host with the motherfucking most, TJ Bowser. And joining me today is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Glissman. And Big Johnny D.
What's going on, Gorehounds?
And the killing machine himself, Bobby Amone.
What's up, fuckers?
So today is June 15th, 2020, and we have a banger of an episode for you today. But first, it's time for your slice of life. And Big John D, what'd you do this week?
Well, we dropped, with my lovely co-host here, we dropped episode 7 of Wake and Bake yesterday. And that was a nice, it was a love letter to the PlayStation 5 for sure. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say it wasn't. But yeah, man, check that shit out. Other than that, let's see, what did we do? I finally finished my big man cave project of the
you got your shitter done.
Yeah, shitter's done. So now I'm in the aspect of picking artwork for it. And I think I'm going to get the Kramer.
I was going to say, what you're going to put in there.
It's not the Costanza. It's got to be one of those.
Well, I was thinking both, actually. And I was going to do Kramer right next to the shitter. So that way when you're pissing, he's looking right at you with this, you know what I mean? And then I was going to.
Are you sure you don't want a Dean Cundy piece in there? Like just a picture of Dean Cundy?
And underneath just this,
like a nice black and white shot of that handsome fellow?
That would, you know what, like then and now.
Yeah, like it'd be beautiful.
But actually, what Chad is referring to, the Costanza, also known as the timeless art of seduction. Is the Costanza where he's like fucking leaning down but on the sofa, like holding himself up. And yeah, dude, I don't know what size to go because like I've seen it as big as like a full like 24 by 36 and I'm like, that's too big for that size. So
that's a bit much.
The Kramer, I want to get that big because I want to get a nice classy frame.
You have to get it portrait size.
Yeah, right. But the Costanza, I feel, could be like a good, like, 16 by 20 or something like that. But yeah, dude, and it would be perfect because it would actually be hidden right behind the door. So you wouldn't even, you'd see the Kramer first walking in. So you'd get that nice laugh there. Mm-hmm. But then as soon as you close the door, that's where you'd see the fucking timeless art of seduction. That's all. Timeless.
Timeless art. I don't know what.
Oh, right? Oh, man. Other than that, no, man. Just got a little bit more.
We're all going to Johnny's house and we wonder why he spends a lot of time in there.
Yo, man. Listen, I had literally, not that you guys can see it from this angle. I wish I could show it. But like, I got a fridge. If I had a stove down here, man, there's really no reason to go upstairs. Or a shower, I should say. Stove and a shower. But those are the next projects. No, actually, next is outside projects. But fuck that all. Play some games. Fuck that all. Yeah, dude. That's all adult bullshit, man. And we're not here for that. We're here for fun stuff.
No, that's exactly.
Right. So, no, played a little bit of Sea of Thieves last night. And then also switched over to the Switch. And finally opened up Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. I know several years late on that. But no, it's a fucking awesome game, dude. And obviously, Nintendo's are always classics. But so that'll probably be the new one I'll be grinding on. Other than that, man, just hanging loose. Chad, how have you been, brother?
I have been well, thank you. I have been working, and I am currently on day 2 of my little time away from the family as they are all on vacation with the in-laws, and I am stuck at home with the dog. Because nobody could watch him, couldn't get him into a kennel in time, so, it's just me and that mangy mutt for now.
Tap on your microphone there. Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
It's probably not up loud, but it's on. Yeah, so I've got that going on. Today I fixed my garage door. One of the pulleys broke on it. So I've had to manhandle the 150-pound door just to get it open before. So I finally got that fixed today, and that was fun. Oh, and we were talking about this in the chat a few days ago. We were talking about Xbox, the original Xbox and the Xbox games. So I actually got my original Xbox out, and the good news is...
Like OG. Dude, do you have the Duke?
What am I missing here?
Do you have the Duke?
No.
Damn.
But like I was starting to say, what am I not seeing?
Look at the comments.
Son of a bitch. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so continuing on. Yes. The good news is the Xbox works, John, but the bad news is I do not have a working controller. I have 3 controllers. One just doesn't work at all. One of them, the B button doesn't work. And the other one has a bit of controller drift issues, like with the Switch.
So with the B button, have you tried getting a little alcohol in there? See if it like unsticks.
I might try that tonight. But I went on eBay and ordered 2 of them for like $15. They'll be here.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude! There you go.
Nice. I believe GameStop sells refurbished stuff.
They do.
Xbox Classic ones.
I don't know about that. I know that goes back to the 360.
They might online.
No, they do now online. They now sell vintage retro.
That's
shit.
true.
They probably pay a lot more too. I got these 2 for $15. I can't, and free shipping.
Probably
So I can't
pay like
complain about that.
$30 and
Yeah, that's pretty good, dude.
Yeah.
take it and run.
So hopefully I'll get those in this Friday and I'll start playing that because I'm really dying to play some old Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, I figure you might jump in with the thing.
I might, because it's been a long. The funny thing is, I don't even remember buying that for the Xbox. Like I had it for the PS2,
Right?
and I must have ordered this years ago and just never played it because I don't even remember having it. That's the funny thing.
Sweet.
So I have that. I have Resident Evil Regeneration, and I don't remember what else right off the hand.
You had a stack,
Outbreak.
that's for sure.
Yeah. And unfortunately, some of the better games I don't have anymore, like Fable. But that is also cheap on eBay, so I might just get that at some point.
That is very true.
Because that was a pretty fucking fun game. Oh, and last night, guys, guess what movie I finally got a chance to watch?
What?
Blood Rage.
What?
Well, I didn't have time to watch it before because I couldn't do that episode because I was working.
That's right.
fine.
Thoughts, feelings on Blood Rage.
That was a very interesting movie. And I can't believe it's not cranberry sauce. He said that 5 times.
Yes. The one on the bridge is my favorite.
My name is
the machete.
Tom.
Yeah.
He's just kind of looking at it. He's like, yeah, that's not cranberry sauce, Artie. That's not cranberry sauce.
I still go with the Doobie Kill as my favorite, dude.
I don't remember what my favorite was for that movie.
I know, but holy shit, that dude, like, he was absolutely the worst, most demented person we've ever talked about in any of our movies because he's fucking smiling and swinging the machete around like it's a goddamn tennis racket.
Right? And he's like that super, like, upper crusty white dude. It's like, my dad's a lawyer. You know what I mean? Like, he just doesn't give a shit.
And I'm watching this, and, like, finally close to the end of the movie, I'm like, I finally realized who he sounds like. His voice sounds like Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, my God. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch it just to fucking...
Yeah, now I got fucking, like...
Go back and watch, and like, he kind of sounds like Seinfeld.
Shout out to the Mad Cuban himself, Peter Anthony, commenting down below.
What's going on?
What's up, you bald bastard? I love you. Anyway.
But anyway, that's about it. Oh, and I finally got my Vinegar Syndrome DVD today.
Fuck yourself.
We ordered the same day, and TJ's hasn't even shipped
Yeah,
yet.
you don't see no Amityville in this fucking backdrop. Trust me, I'm going to display it on there for a good solid 3 weeks.
Lord.
And also, those Amityville movies that are in that are also on the free apps on the Roku.
Excellent. You know, also will be soon on Roku. We'll let you know later. So who are we on, Bobby?
Bobby.
Yes. My slice of life now. Cosplay work now back into the swing. New clothes for Jason will be here hopefully Tuesday. So I'll be able to start redoing that stuff. And then I'm ordering some DVDs also this coming week. I need some more hard DVDs because I have no fucking room for more, but I want more. So yeah, I gotta put them in there somehow. And then let's see, what else did I have going on? It's been a pretty easy weekend. I was with my girlfriend, and then I was working. So, but I also now finally have the horror dolls that I ordered from a friend of mine, the vintage Jason Goes to Hell and Michael Myers ones, coming this next weekend. So they'll finally be able to go on display in here.
Nice, dude.
And it's vintage Jason Goes to Hell, TJ. Like, it's the first doll they made of it.
Yep, I remember seeing it.
Is your tap on your mic there, Bobby? Okay, just making sure.
So, but that's pretty much it at the moment. There's nothing else going on here other than that. Same shit, different day with new things coming. Just have to wait till they start happening.
Double check your settings as I do my double check your settings on your computer as I do my Slice for Life. So, guys, this week, as I did every week, podcast here, podcast there, podcasts everywhere. Like John said, I did do Wake and Bake with him on Sunday. Great episode. We talked about a lot and answered a lot of questions. And like he said, it was a true tribute to the PlayStation 5 and everything that was that announcement. Super excited for that. Catch yesterday's episode. I will say that I did upload episodes 82 and 83 of Gore N More. The audio only versions are up on the website, also on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and anywhere else that you listen to your podcasts at. I got word today that I have booked the next 2 episodes of Rabbit Hole, and I will tell you guys with who right now. A guy, the director of Dave Made a Maze, who is, his name is Bill Watterson, and then Carl Ciafario. He was in Fight Club, but he was originally cast as the Thing in Roger Corman's Fantastic Four.
Oh,
yes,
nice.
Yes. So he's booked for Rabbit Hole next week, along with, and then the week following that, I'll have both the production designer and the director of, what is it, Dave Built a Maze, yeah. So that would be cool. Did some pre-production work on my cartoon. We are finishing up the pilot episode now. Now we're going to be transitioning into the live action parts and then moving forward with episode 2, because I think we're on the 4th animation right now. To give you guys a little teaser of what we're working on, I think we just started work on our Blade story. And for any of you who know what the Blade story is, yes.
Right on.
That's right. And we're not doing it from mixed perspective. We're doing it as if you're watching it. So we're not the top-down view, because then it would just look like ants. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to get the most comedic thing. So it's, I got the storyboards. I'll have to show you. But yeah, you guys will like that. Stay tuned. I'm looking for a 3rd week in August launch of our crowdfunding for season 1 of the cartoon. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, did some work on my Bloody Valentine fan film that I'm working on. And yeah, just moving along. Also, I will announce here that we are working on a complete overhaul of dobackdiscussion.net and a bonus content paywall type subscription service that we will be offering. Now, whether what that is and to what extent that will be, we don't know yet. We're working out all the kinks, but all of this will be overhauled once again, taken to that next level. We found software that will just make it so incredibly easy to produce content. We will have Let's Plays from John and I. We'll be collabing with our friend Hannah Fox. We'll do live commentaries, Q&As, unboxing, fan mail, stuff along that nature. And I will be cutting back to 1 job, so I'll be able to dedicate more time to this. And I want to get to the point where we're uploading a video every day or an episode of something every day on top of our already scheduled podcast. So the podcast will remain free, but bonus content will be behind a paywall. Now, from an aspect, what I wanted to announce today is that everything will be nonprofit and continue to be nonprofit moving forward until we find ourselves into a position where we're able to financially support the company on our own through the money we make through our monetization. We made the decision early on to take the monetization money and donate it all. We took the let's say, what's the word I'm looking for? The bull by the horns, and decided to just do this for the love of it and do it to benefit others. And now we're going to go into a full nonprofit type model and then move that forward with the paywall stuff. Now, eventually we will, and we'll want to get paid for doing this. But as of right now, we do it for the love of it, and we do it because we love you guys.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned for all the announcements with the paywall. What I'd like to do, a little sidebar here, is offer a yearly subscription service, like an X amount of money, and then you get like a special something, like a special product that only people who buy that yearly subscription would get. So they could be part of a special club.
So pretty much like tiers.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what we should do?
Okay.
We should get Bobby an OnlyFans page.
Yes.
Ooh.
How much?
And it's just videos of people slapping Bobby's ass at conventions.
Every like once a month, if you pay $5 more, you get to see a bare ass slap.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute, if I'm
Extra
doing
10 and
this-
shaved.
If I'm doing this, one of you has to do it with me. It's got to be a double here.
That's
Well,
fine.
fun.
Come on.
No. One of us has to be slapping the other three like the Three Stooges.
Yes.
Yes, perfect.
Love it.
Someone, because since there's 4 of us, one of us can be Joe.
No, so one of us is doing the slapping. One of us slapping the other 3 asses.
Yes.
We'll switch off every other month.
But moving on to this week's film, it is 1996's Bordello of Blood, directed by Gilbert Adler, written by A.L. Katz and Gilbert Adler, produced by Gilbert Adler, starring Dennis Miller as
Dennis Miller.
Dennis Miller as Raph Gutman, Erica Elenick as Catherine Verdu, Angie Everhart as Lilith. She is a smoke show. Chris Sheridan as Reverend J.C. Current, not Jesus Christ. Corey Feldman as Caleb Verdu, and one could argue his final good role. Aubrey Morris as McCutcheon, Phil Fonderco as Vincent Prather. Please change that last name. Juliet Ray as Tallulah. Music by Chris Boardman. Cinematography by Tom Priestley. Edited by Stephen Lovejoy. Distributed by Universal Pictures. Released August 16th, 1996, a day before my birthday. Runtime, 87 midgets. There's one in this film.
There is one.
A budget of 2.5 million. Grossed 5.6 million.
Yep.
Chad.
You didn't say it.
What?
You didn't notice the gross.
MILF.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
There we go.
Oh yeah, dude, that is sweet.
From a secret grave in a distant land, Hell's Madam has risen again. And now she's back in business. It's the Bordello of Blood. Where customers go in,
Evening, boys.
this is deep, but they don't come out.
Where'd I put my vape pen? Oh my god.
The individuals evidently went to a local brothel.
Are you ready?
Welcome to a new chapter in terror.
At least now she'll know what's eating him. She is. Let's party.
I am Mexican for lunch.
Where the fuck? I'm gonna take you for a test ride.
You know, you make it sound really enticing.
From Universal Pictures,
It's holy water, man.
Dennis Miller.
You are here. Ching.
Tales from the Crypt presents Bordello of Blood.
Looking cool tonight, man. You must know Mickey Rourke, huh?
Evil bites.
Go for it.
Oh, the trailer.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
What a fun movie this was, by the way.
It was stupendous in all the great ways, and the comedy was on point, and the gore. Ugh.
This was what made 90s horror fun before Scream fucked everything up.
Yes.
It wasn't. How long was Scream after this? Because it was
Scream was the same year.
Yeah, it was the same year, so it must have been before or after.
Yep, dude, tits galore, gore galore.
Dennis Miller.
great.
galore.
Gore galore. Did you just shout out Brent? What's his name? Edrich?
I
What?
I don't think that was intentional.
You know what I'm talking about.
Nope, I don't even know who the hell you're talking about.
Edgit. Brent Edgit. Gore galore on Instagram. That's his name on Instagram, is Gore galore.
Yeah, that was definitely not intentional. No, man, this movie was great. Whose pick was it? No, this was a follow-up, right?
This was part of the sequel Palooza.
Yeah,
there's 5 of these
Demon
films, right?
No, 3. There's
3?
But the third one's only marginally Tales from the Crypt.
Okay, is that the same thing from Demon Knight?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
What do you mean, what do you mean?
It's like Demons 3.
It was. There's a third movie that wasn't supposed to be part of this, and they just kind of filmed bookend scenes with the Crypt Keeper and threw it on.
Oh, okay.
But this was originally supposed to be a trilogy. I'll get into it in my notes.
All with the that weird little blood thing.
Yeah.
The key or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Then I got destroyed.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Bobby, you said this was your first.
Remember,
time?
in Demon Knight, they said there's like 7 of them.
Also, before we move forward,
true.
I must not have been paying attention. How did they get from the mortuary to the movie studio? Well, not the movie studio, but the church, the TV studio church.
You know, there was never. All of a sudden, they're there. Pretty much just cut.
Okay.
Yeah, they just went there to get
okay, because I literally answered a text message and I looked up and I was like, whoa, what'd I miss?
Yeah, they left the Bordello and went there.
Yeah, okay.
Or whatever.
Yeah, what was it? They just ran out and then it was just cut.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what they did.
So don't blink in that scene.
Guys, who wants to do plot rundown?
Oh, man. You know what? I'll take this one if you guys want.
Sure.
Take it away.
Ooh, very nice pipes there. All right. The dwarf Vincent Prather leads an expedition to the Tierra del Fuego, following an ancient map. He arrives at a cave where there is a coffin instead of treasure. He opens a box with 4 pieces of a heart and revives the mother of all vampires, Lilith, that kills all of his employees. Vincent uses the key artifact of blood to control and protect him from Lilith. The punk, Caleb Verdox, that's a hell of a last name, has an argument with his sister Catherine Verdox and leaves their house to go to a bar to meet a friend. They learn that there's an amazing brothel at 325 Beaumont.
No. You got to say it like the guy said it.
352 Beaumont!
With the meat hanging out of your mouth.
That dude was definitely, a little on edge.
Yeah.
They'll do things to you that they don't even have names for.
Right? And if your eyes pop out like a stream the whole time. Straining your neck. Oh, man. A funeral home where they should ask for the Cunningham Wake. Ooh.
Huntingham.
Huntingham.
That's right.
Adam Marcus is smiling somewhere.
Let's hope. They are received by the mortician McCrutchen, and soon they will go to the brothel. However, Lilith runs the place, and the girls are all vampires. Caleb's friend is killed by Lilith, and that rips his heart out of his chest, and then Caleb is attacked by her. Catherine goes to the precinct to report her brother missing, but the police officer doesn't give much attention to her. The private investigator, Dennis Miller, overhears her comment. That's all it's fucking Dennis Miller.
Yeah, he's Dennis Miller.
It's not, he shouldn't even have a name. It should be like, yo, man, I'm not acting right now, so this is what I do on the side. I'm Dennis Miller, fucking private investigator.
This has to be the longest plot rundown we've done in a
everything else I found was like 2 sentences. There's either that or this.
I was going to say, this is a really all right. So Dennis Miller overhears her conversation and offers his services to Catherine. The Snoopy Dennis. The Snoopy Dennis treks Caleb's path and discovers the brothel seems to be a lair of vampires. But Catherine, who works with Reverend Current, that has a business connection with Lilith, and he's fucking not that good on a guitar either.
No, he's not.
I bet Bobby's like, does not believe his word. Now Dennis is seeking evidence to prove Catherine and that he is telling the truth.
Real quick. Guitar playing. He's on a fucking E chord and it comes out as an A. Terrible editing.
Nerd.
Point.
Nothing. I love you. No.
Right.
So you know what, Bobby? You said this was your. Did you freeze on us, Bobby?
He might have fully stroked out.
Did
I'd
we
say he
lose
fully
Bobby?
stroked out.
That's a great picture, though.
It
I
is.
know. I love it.
So let's continue the show with Frozen Bobby.
So
Let's just say he's Jason X right now. So,
have we?
Picture.
I've seen this before numerous times, courtesy of Comedy Central back in the day. So hey, he's back.
there he is.
I was saying, where'd you guys go? I'm here.
Frozen like the most amazing shot.
buddy.
But you all froze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have taken a screenshot. Oh well.
Yeah.
So funny. It's just a picture of Bobby.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh man. So, anyways, what I was asking, Bobby, you said this was your first viewing, correct? You said,
Yeah, I was able to watch it twice, and such a fun fucking watch.
Hey,
I
that's
enjoyed
that's 2 more times than you watched last week's movie.
I was off my shit last week, and I will fully admit it. Hey, it is what it is. Bobby fucks up, it's okay. I'll admit it.
man, there it is. I was wondering if that was going to come out.
I knew it was going to come up. We talked about it earlier.
I know for a fact that there's an Aussie dude screaming in his truck right now.
Right? Well, he's already at work, right? So
Yeah, he went there.
The funny thing is, I knew partway into the show last week that you didn't watch the movie. We're sitting there talking about it. TJ looks over at me. Bobby didn't watch the movie.
I didn't sleep good the night before. I was just like trying to put on a face. All right. Hey, it'll never happen again.
There we go.
You owe me a watch then, sir.
Oh yes. You know what? You're gonna have to sit through Just Before Dawn again.
Oh
No.
The extended cut. The extended cut
all
with
the
the waterfalls.
No, I'll just rewatch Leslie Vernon, and I.
Nope. You're gonna be Destiny's Child. You're gonna be you're gonna be chasing waterfalls.
You know what? Honestly, though,
that's
not
TLC. That's TLC, buddy.
That's TLC. That's right.
not even our. That's not even our worst one anymore, man. You got to hit him with the worst one now.
What is it? Leviathan?
No.
The Rift.
The Rift.
Oh,
The Rift.
God, I gotta watch. Okay, you know something? Fine, I'll rewatch the Rift.
It has to be like a Clockwork Orange scenario.
With his eyes.
With his eyes open.
Which one of you gentlemen then gonna enforce that? Then?
Yeah, that.
Me.
Yeah, Johnny.
A 330-pound
I'll call Peter in for a favor.
He goes up at my house like, all right, Bobby, we got to like, motherfucker.
We just need Hannah and Heather to do it. He won't touch them.
There we go.
Girls.
Checkmate.
He'll let them do whatever.
All the waterfalls.
No.
Oh man, no, this was a great movie.
This is wonderful.
This was fun as fuck.
It was. It threw me off a little bit because I was expecting an intro more like the last one of Tales of the Crypt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To where it, instead of this one where it showed the movie, then went to the Crypt Keeper, then went back to the movie.
Yeah, it didn't start with the Tales from the Crypt intro like the last one.
Correct.
Well, we got the outro to it, so.
Yes.
Taryn loved the little transition with the Crypt Keeper. The fact
With the
that,
mummy, though?
the mummy, and then the Bride of Frankenstein and Dracula in the background near the end. It was just so perfect. Oh my.
I
I
love
like
it.
that a little bit better than the regular one because it was just such a change.
Did you guys pick up on who was playing the mummy in those scenes, by the way?
Mm-mm.
I know who he is, but I can't think of his fucking name.
That's Bill Sadler. He was Breaker in Demon Knight.
Okay.
Oh, yes. I was like, I know that fucking face.
I knew it as soon as I heard his voice, and I'll go into that in my notes too.
Okay.
Nice. No,
I really enjoyed the film. I think the only thing higher than me right now will be the score I give this film.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I will have to say everything about this was just absolutely great. The tits, amazing, especially the African American lady.
Mm-mm.
I will give her Trent praise for days.
Yep.
Yep. See, exactly. I will have to say the special effects were fantastic when they weren't digital. Yeah. And I will have to say the ending sequence sold a lot of super soakers. I will just have to say that was cool as fuck.
The reason they had to make some of that digital is because they actually had to cut a lot out of the effects budget because Dennis Miller was demanding $1 million.
Oh,
Fun
And
fact:
the budget was only 2.5.
the gentleman who plays, is it Brody in Jaws?
Mhm.
Got paid more for Jaws 2 than Jaws 1.
yes, he did.
Yep.
I can see that though.
Well, because he fucking hated Jaws 2 at the beginning.
Well, just to bring him back though, you know.
And then he came
Yeah.
back to like it a little bit towards the middle.
Mhm. Yeah.
No,
Fun
man,
fact.
this was
I'm not big on Jaws 2.
all I can honestly remember is the helicopter flipping upside down and him eating the dudes out of the helicopter, and that's about it.
The deleted scene of the underwater part of that is actually terrifying.
It is. I wish that would be a part of the actual movie.
What is it?
There's a scene where after the helicopter goes down, where you actually see the shark going in after them.
I
And
thought
it's
that
real-
was in it. Was that taken out?
No, that's only on the TV version. In the actual theatrical cut, that's not in it.
I was gonna say, I've definitely seen that before.
You know,
Yeah.
when the helicopter's tipped over and he's trying to get out, and you just see the shark coming at him. Like, that's
Yeah, dude. That's why that scene sticks in my head so much, dude. It was just like that was one of the best scenes in the whole movie.
Not only that shark was fucking scary looking with its burnt face.
But then
That's
you got
the only thing that I hate about Jaws 2 is there's this one scene where the shark comes up out of the water and goes along the side of the boat, and when it opens its mouth, you can see the fucking hydraulic.
Yeah,
it opens the shark's mouth. It completely takes me out of the movie, and after that, I'm just done.
The mouth like goes to a triangle. That's
That's the shot.
I will have to say, Jaws 2 does take a direct shot at Orca, though.
Yes.
By showing a dead orca on the fucking beach.
Oh, really?
During Orca, it shows an orca whale taking out a great white shark, and that came out right after Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I think
to
even
get them back, they had Jaws kill an orca.
I feel like even in the trailer, it took shots at Jaws.
What, of Orca?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I remember right.
I
It was
believe.
like
Did
it was
they
like
just, Scream Factory just do a release of Orca? I feel like I just saw
Either they
something.
just released it or it's on their schedule, but they definitely they're either doing it or have done it.
Okay.
Yeah.
oh shit.
Fuck yeah. Anyway, guys, let's go back to the Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
So, Chad,
Yo.
can we look behind the curtain?
Is there anybody that would like to discuss this with us with a phone call? Or no?
Brody is at work, and if nobody's commented anything about, if you guys want a call, let us know.
Let us know, and meanwhile, I will get to my juicy behind the scenes bit.
Ooh, let's,
According to Corey Feldman, Dennis Miller was rude and disrespectful to the cast and crew. According to Feldman, Miller once stole a van from the transportation department and left the set. Feldman and Miller got into a heated confrontation during filming.
I feel like I can believe that.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, I can easily believe that. This was originally intended to be the second installment in a trilogy of Tales from the Crypt movies, but the proposed third movie was scrapped by Universal when this movie bombed at the box office.
Ooh.
In a cemetery, there is a crypt with the name Gaines on it. William Gaines is the creator of the Tales from the Crypt comic books.
Dope.
Angie Everhart was dating Sylvester Stallone at the time of filming and only got her part based on Stallone's suggestion to producer Joel Silver to hire her, despite her having little to no acting experience.
Beautiful, though.
yeah, even though
yes.
that's some-
Well, she was a supermodel at the time.
Oh, I'm a sucker for redheads, and holy fuck.
Right?
And why was it the hottest girl is the only one not to get naked?
Because that's
probably couldn't fit her in the
I
budget.
know. I would actually like to see the Catherine there too, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Both have posed nude for Playboy.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Originally supposed to be released on a horror-themed weekend like Halloween or Friday the 13th, but Universal didn't have enough movies slated to be released for the summer of '96 and opted to release Bordello of Blood in August as a result. Bill Sadler's cameo as the Mummy is extremely similar to a guest spot he did in an episode of the series Tales from the Crypt called The Assassin. In it, he plays the Grim Reaper, the exact same Grim Reaper he played in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, by the way.
Really?
Yep.
And
I looked that part up.
Interesting.
He gets into a high-stakes game of chance with the Crypt Keeper, which includes a part where he chops off the Crypt Keeper's hand, just as he does in this movie. The scene also includes a number of identical lines from the original spot, and Corey Feldman was also in that episode.
Hi, Jules. Hi, RoboFuck.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, Heather, Dan?
And Heather.
Heather, Dan, Jules, Tyler. What's up, guys? Everybody. Dan.
Howdy doody.
A poster for the previous Tales from the Crypt movie, Demon Knight, can be seen in the background in Caleb's room. I did notice that. Rafe calls Vincent a demented Ewok. The guy who plays Vincent actually played an Ewok.
I like that.
In Return of the Jedi. And the making of featurette on the Scream Factory release Blu-ray, Erica Leniak admits there were scenes not shot in which it explains Catherine's character was a former porn star named Chubby O'Toole. The Chubby O'Toole poster is found by Catherine in Rafe's office that explains the line about Rafe thinking he recognized her from somewhere as he had seen the porn movie she was in. And from what I've read, she was actually pissed that was taken out of the movie.
Yeah, that kind of that would have added a lot.
During filming, Dennis Miller would regularly send his on-set assistant to the writer-producer Katz with the assistant saying Dennis was very tired and wanted to be shot out. I'm just going to skip this. It goes on and on and on. Basically, he would shoot his scenes as early as he could because at the same time he was doing his HBO Live with Dennis Miller show. So he'd go from one to the other. And that's why people say he was really difficult to work with.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a really long, kind of boring thing. This movie was actually originally written by Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale in the 70s. Yeah, they wrote it in the 70s. They first wrote it right when they attended USC Film School, long before Tales from the Crypt was even thought of. This script is what they presented in their first meeting with producer John Milius, who passed on it, but hired them for 1941.
Dude, 1941 is a fucking great movie.
Yes, it is.
Oh, man.
John Belushi in the plane. Oh, God, I'm here.
Just say, doesn't have John Belushi in it.
I love the part where is it Aykroyd when he's explaining the fucking gun turret to the guy?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's a different movie, though. Let's go on.
Yeah. Dennis Miller shot the movie at the same time he was doing his HBO talk show, Dennis Miller Live. To accommodate Miller's schedule, the filmmakers forced the crew to work weekends and have their weekend days off during the week, which caused tension between the crew and filmmakers, as well as tension between the crew and Dennis Miller, like I already said. Wow. Corey Feldman and Leslie Ann Phillips, who played Patrice the Vampire, I have no fucking clue which one that one is, actually dated during filming.
I hope it's the blonde on the rack, dude. But
No, it's not her. Was it the one with the 3 nipples that he was in?
Oh, maybe.
I've never seen that before.
That's right. Sound a little extra.
I found a girl with a little something extra.
That's right.
Yeah.
Matt Hill, who played Reggie, performed as Raphael in The Outfit, and Corey Feldman provided the voice of Donatello in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 and 3. Both of Feldman's characters in both those movies mention the Addams Family.
Facts.
They do.
Facts.
Chris Sarandon and Corey Feldman appeared in 2 vampire movies of the 80s, Fright Night and The Lost Boys, where Chris Sarandon played a vampire and Feldman played a vampire hunter. In this movie, the roles are switched.
This makeup for vampires is more From Dusk Till Dawn than it is Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Which is funny because that's not the only thing they stole from Dusk Till Dawn.
Yes. I am so glad. All right. I'm glad you're.
Of course, I'm referring to the Super Soaker holy water scenes.
Yes.
Correct.
The original script by Bob Gale and Robert Zemeckis was in development hell for so long that a reference to it appears in Brian De Palma's 1981 film Blowout, in which John Travolta's character Jack, while talking to a movie director, says that they worked together on a movie called Bordello of Blood, which wasn't the title of an existing movie until 15 years later.
Wow.
The opening scenes in Tierra del Fuego was the last shot in production. Dennis Miller recalls his role with mixed emotions. When interviewed about the movie, he showed regret. He remarked how much he very much enjoyed shooting the scenes where he was up at 3 a.m. shooting scantily clad vampire prostitutes with super soakers.
I mean, who wouldn't, though, honestly?
Yeah, who wouldn't?
I mean, you get to shoot water at them, but, hey.
Yes.
Okay, here's my last bit. Following the commercial success of Demon Knight, Universal greenlit 2 more Tales films, planning to make a film trilogy. The original proposed second film was Dead Easy, a.k.a. Fat Tuesday, a zombie film set in New Orleans, which never made it past the screenwriting stage because the producers felt the script leaned too heavily towards horror and lacked the series' humor. The producers also considered Quentin Tarantino's screenplay From Dusk Till Dawn as a possible Tales from the Crypt movie, as well as Peter Jackson's The Frighteners.
Oh, dude, I love The Frighteners.
That's a great movie, too.
We were that close to seeing both of those at Tales from the Crypt movie. I think that turned out better without it.
Yes.
Yeah.
During this development process, Robert Zemeckis was offered a contract with DreamWorks and considered leaving Universal. To appease him into staying with the studio, it was agreed that a revised Bordello of Blood be produced as the second Tales from the Crypt movie.
Okay.
This was used as a bargaining piece.
Yes.
The only reason this movie was made is because it was a bargaining piece to keep Robert Zemeckis on Universal.
Yes and no. It was always going to be part of the trilogy. It just wasn't going to be the second one, from what it seems.
So in an effort to keep him, they made it happen faster.
Yes. But I thought that was really cool that we almost got other movies as Tales from the Crypt movies that are absolutely they're both
Renowned.
Yeah, renowned. Thank you. That's a very good.
I would wonder what those movies would have actually turned into if they did do Tales from the Crypt. I don't. Obviously, From Dusk Till Dawn would have been. I think.
Bobby, did you check your settings earlier?
I did.
And it's all what it's supposed to be?
Yeah.
It's the USB microphone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It just sounds like he's capturing too much of his room and not the actual thing. That's all.
I'll say I turned ceiling fan and TV's down and everything, so.
Okay. It's all good. Keep going.
Ooh.
Okay, so that was it for my notes.
Okay. John, any questions?
Oh man, questions. So yeah, do you think Feldman was always into seeing his sister, or that was just a vampire trait?
I think that was the vampire.
Because he was definitely getting kind of turned on for that being his sister and all.
Yes, he was.
Let's see, was there any other ones? I mean, Chad already kind of asked it, but one was, why didn't we get to ever see the main vampire's titties? But I think it's just, she's the main, so that's why I just don't get to.
Yeah, she's the boss. She's the madam. She doesn't. She doesn't do the naked stuff, I guess. I don't know.
She does the hardcore shit of ripping your heart out with her fucking tongue.
Right.
What a tongue job, dude.
Yeah, it goes that deep, huh?
She could literally. She could give you a hand job.
Like he says, they warm you up and I finish you off.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Hell of a line.
No, but
dude. Easiestly one of the funniest fucking lines in the movie when they're walking through the goddamn warehouse and the fucking boiler fucking thing springs a leak and he's like, sorry, I had Mexican last night.
Yes. No, I don't know, man. This movie didn't have I feel like a ton of questions to be asked. It was pretty
themselves if they went along.
It was a pretty simple movie. Super fun, and just like the last one, man, we got a abundance of titties, dude, which is always a plus.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
lots of titties.
I love the scene when Corey Feldman and his buddy first come in, and it's literally just a straight shot of tits. Like,
hi boys. It's like
it's just like in last week with Leslie Vernon when he's explaining the thing, and it's just the random like. Boop,
what does he say as he's crawling in the casket with him?
What does Corey Feldman say, or the?
Something. I think. What was it? Not enough room or something?
No.
What did he say?
Oh God,
man! I gotta be really horny to do this.
And lo and behold,
oh fuck! Just the one-liners are just chef's kiss.
There's just so many. Most of them from Dennis Miller.
Yes.
Oh, dude.
And most of his stuff was ad-libbed, by the way.
Because he's himself.
I like when he walks up to the office. He's like, "Oh yeah, you like that?" It's just like when it says now playing private investigations.
Yeah, right.
Oh no, what is it? Oh, I bet you're really impressed now. And I think he like points up, and then she looks up, she shakes her head, and he walks in. It's an actual fucking movie theater. It's just
right.
Can I get you some?
Yeah,
cookie, popcorn. Who the hell keeps cookies?
Prozac.
Was it Prozac? I can't.
Yeah.
Well, it's the 90s. Everybody's doing Prozac.
Yes.
Fair enough. Oh man, no, dude, it was a fun movie, and I don't know. Like Bobby said, this was his first time. I'm assuming maybe Chad and maybe TJ even. Dude, this shit when I saw it. Comedy Central played it for like 5 years straight, like every fucking other Saturday, I felt. So I watched this shit like a motherfucker, dude. But unfortunately,
I never bothered to watch it in the edited for TV version.
well, I mean, obviously, I was a kid at that time, so
You youngster.
You're like,
I had to take what I can get. However, I finally did catch the unedited on HBO when we had it at one point like free for a weekend or some bullshit. But yeah, man, it was
ever
I
since then,
still think I like Demon Knight a little better than this one.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
didn't know if I didn't know if it was going to be fighting words or not. Because
Oh no, I agree with you.
I like them both, but I did like Demon Knight more.
This was a fun movie, but like as I thought back, I'm like, I like Demon Knight a little bit better, but I still thought this was meant to be fun. Demon Knight was a little more serious.
Yeah. I'd say they're both along the same vein, though.
Yeah. Demon Knight didn't take itself too seriously either.
Yeah, you got to think of fucking Billy Zane, dude. Like, you know,
I'd say gore level Demon Knight is more, but this is more nudity.
Yeah.
Yeet.
It's like
there is a crazy.
There's some good gore scenes, like the one.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Whenever, as soon as he starts praying that shit, there's just gross fucking amounts of
yeah,
gore.
because the chocolate vampire, as she was crawling around on the ground, and like her whole lower half was just shredded
And on fire too. It was awesome.
and on fire.
and on fire.
Fire.
Hell,
Oh,
We needed like a fucking gauge on how to rate these with the gore level.
I mean, this.
Next week.
a new edition score level.
I mean, I guess it would have to be like how much direct kills you see, how many actual like maybe intestines or innards or anything like that.
Yeah.
Stripping off.
That'd be it'd be interesting to sit back and actually come up with a full scale.
You have
Anyway,
to have a whole out of the show.
yeah, gentlemen, do you have any more questions? I mean, honestly, like I said, this one was kind of short.
I don't believe I have any.
Besides, you know, like we all said at the beginning, why didn't we get to see the hottest chick's tits? But you know,
Yeah.
that's the answer in itself. So
douche of the movie, guys. I would have to say Lilith is, sadly.
I gotta go with JC.
Okay, fair enough.
Dennis Miller.
DC.
No, oh man.
But that's just him. Like,
Yeah, he was kind of a douche, even though he had it for protect. Well, no, he's a douche. Fuck it.
He
At the very least, if he's douche in the movie, at least he got his in the end. So
Right. Like, yeah, he tried turning around. He's like, oh, I better kill all these vampires. But, you know, you're still sending people to their death regardless because of it. So
you guys don't like his redemption?
I mean, I like the whole Super Soaker fight. Absolutely.
Fair enough.
wonderful.
How did he die? Did he get stabbed, right?
No.
Yep.
Dennis Miller was bitten in the end
Yeah.
because she was the vampire at the end.
No. I'm talking the JC.
Oh, JC. Yeah, JC got stabbed in the chest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait. So, John, did you change yours to JC or you still go with Dennis Miller?
No, Dennis Miller was the joke just because everybody else already said he was the douche. But actually, yeah, I would have to go with JC, actually.
Okay. I thought we were still talking Dennis Miller.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was my. No, he was just the literal douche for the movie.
Fair enough.
Right. So we have Chad's question.
We have questions and favorite kill.
Well, Chad, that isn't cranberry sauce.
That is not cranberry
It is
sauce
not.
already.
So favorite kill, let's say favorite kill sequence. Instead, I would have to go with that whole Super Soaker sequence. There's just a lot of kills there.
See,
I want to disagree with you just because I'm saving that. That is actually my favorite scene. But my favorite kill was Lilith ripping the dude's head off.
Oh, my favorite scenes whenever Dennis Miller actually goes down and sees the Bordello for the first time, and they're doing like the cha-cha-cha line with all the naked dudes.
That big fat dude.
And the full women's clothes, and he's just fucking around. And then like his reaction is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I loved it.
Okay, but we're talking favorite kill. We'll get onto that.
Okay, favorite kill. All right, okay.
The head. I agree with Chad. That was my favorite. The head rip off because she's like, "Oh, you get a little head, you get to keep it."
I might have to go with the beginning kills of the workers, right when she was first revived.
Okay.
The nice.
And I will not give her that kill because her one-liner was hypocritical because she did not keep the head.
She didn't.
It's true.
They put it back in the coffin there.
It's like in Predator if Arnold said stick around and the guy fell.
That is literally the
right. That would kill the vibe, bro.
that reminds me. Did you happen to see Seth Snyder what he posted for his on his story on Facebook today? He posted an article that says, "Married men say Predator is better than marriage." Predator is better than marriage.
Oh my god!
Facts.
Oh, I saw that and I just laughed my
Also,
ass
I
off.
got HBO Max and they have all the New Line Friday films amongst all the Nightmare on Elm Street films. It is amazing for the sheer horror selection that they have. It's free with my cell phone plan. AT&T has HBO Max free. Verizon has Disney. I'll go with HBO any day.
Oh, I dropped Verizon, so I don't get anything.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. So
best scene, boys.
Super Soaker.
Mine's Dennis Miller going down into the old
that Super Soaker scene playing to Ballroom Blitz.
Yeah.
That
song, and I took the fucking Wayne's World, so I'm like, Wayne's World's in this movie too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree on the Super Soaker, man. That was hands down, even though it was completely ripped off.
Oh yes, it was.
Now we're all gonna agree for the next one. You know, it's just gonna be a unanimous decision. The opening scene hook you in. Yes.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's such a cool effect. And I'd love to see someone, well, not see, but hear someone describe how they achieved the
metamorphosis.
The metamorphosis,
the heart
on the
coming back together. Yeah,
the heart coming back together, and then all the different layers of skin and musculature that applied. At first, I thought, what if they did it in reverse with wax? But then there's just too much, and then at the end, there's a layer of skin applied. So it's strange because they go from skeletal to muscular, then to skin, and it's just super cool. I loved it. I bet you if I had Mick watch
I was going to say that'd be something you have to ask Mick.
Yeah. Because that seems super fucking hard to do. Like, that had to have been an expensive fucking effect. Yeah.
I mean, I was already pulled in before that, dude. You got a midget on horseback, dude. I'm sold.
Yeah.
Where the other $1 million went to, Roy?
What, you little son of a bitch? You brought us down here for nothing.
They could have went the comedy route and had him on a little pony too, but no.
Yeah.
Like a donkey, just for the fuck of it, dude. Love it.
Or had him on like a side donkey. Okay, guys. Best tits, hottest girl. I'm gonna go with, like I said earlier in the show, the African American lady. Beautiful tits, great areolas, great nipples.
The blonde that Dennis Miller chains up.
Yeah, that's my pick too.
I also found that just so hilarious. She's just like, oh, so you like that?
Now you guys are all saying that is because she has a dominant personality.
No, she was just really good looking. Like, if I thought she actually looked a lot like what's her name from Candyman?
Yes,
Virginia Madsen.
Oh, okay.
By the way, have you guys seen her lately?
No.
No show.
Still hot as fuck.
Yeah. You know,
Like,
still
she
hot
looks
as fuck?
exactly the same.
Scully.
That's what I always
They kind of
thought.
look the same too. They kind of look similar.
I always, yes. Glad
How
you
does
said
Jodie Foster hold up?
Who cares? Who cares?
She's a lesbian. Who cares? Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're
Okay, guys. Score.
Oh,
Yeah, it's really good.
John, you have best tits? Did you say best tits?
I'm sorry. Best hits, actually. I'm gonna have to go with you, buddy. I like the darker persuasion, dude.
We are going with some ebony nips on.
She
Okay,
was
we're
just-
splitting right down the middle, guys.
The best part is there's no wrong answer.
There isn't. There's
I mean,
no
there
wrong
really
answer.
is. It is there.
You could literally just say all the titties. You wouldn't be wrong.
Oh, titties matter. Okay, so did it score the mood?
I believe so.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, Ballroom Blitz is probably the only actual song I actually remember from it.
Don't answer questions early, sir. Did the score set the mood? The overall score set the mood.
Yes.
Yes. I think it matches the film, tones, and all the sequences.
Sorry, I was sharing our podcast.
Robert?
Wait, what are we on now? You guys froze.
Score.
Okay, your internet is Garbo today.
Wait, why? It was fine before. Oh, yeah, I love the score.
Mhm.
So, yes. It fit the movie perfectly.
See, even Heather agrees. All titties
All
matter.
titties matter.
Yes.
From the mouth.
ATM.
Does that include man boobs?
Did you say ATM?
Yes.
Bro, if that has to be our whole new shirt, ATM, all titties matter, and on the back, ass to mouth.
You never go ass to mouth.
In the heat of the moment, you go ass to mouth. Okay.
I apparently don't know my motto of eat ass, live fast. I've been living like that.
Quoting Clerks too, buddy.
Yeah. I love this too, man.
Okay, guys.
You do.
Best song. Jumpers of the Head. I would have to say, we all agree the score set the mood.
Mhm.
So best song, Ballroom Blitz for the sequence. Yes.
Yes.
Crypt Keeper intro.
But also, what was the song playing in the strip club? I can't.
I wasn't paying attention to the music.
It's another classic '70s rock song, and I cannot remember what it is. I'll have to look it up. That almost gets it, but Ballroom Blitz definitely.
Mm-hmm. Only because of the context it was used in.
Yeah,
I love Ballroom Blitz. It's a cool song. It just makes you think of.
It's not as good as the Black Freddy parody, though.
The what?
The Oh Black Freddy. Jeremy's joke from like 3 months ago. The Oh Black Freddy.
Bam, bam. Black Freddy had a child.
Oh God! Now I remember.
When I move, I will produce skits like that to make like 30-second parody songs of things like that. I promise you. So, guys.
Cundy like Mickey.
Yes. So, guys, favorite character? Dennis Miller. Dennis Miller's Dennis Miller.
Dennis Miller, but I kind of like Lilith too.
Okay, yeah.
Stu Cop.
No,
Stu
that
Cop.
mortuary, because he was getting into it with those bodies.
Oh my God, that dude was hilarious.
Your
perfume. Boop.
That was pretty fucking great. I also like the long shot of the fat chick's belly.
Right?
That's the fucking.
He's just walking down.
Pulls out the scalpel. Ah!
If you have fun at work, you never really work.
So, can we talk about the tremendous acting ability of the guys lifting the casket and struggling to carry it? Well, that's a pretty heavy girl. That's so shaky. Anyway,
some of them pallbearers were really fucking old too.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were like, dude.
They would have been struggling even if there was one body in there.
Yeah,
exactly.
They'd be struggling.
I was thinking. Oh man.
Everybody answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it scary?
No.
Not really.
No.
I don't know if it was really intended to be.
But it does hold up today.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Acting was pretty good. I mean, it was supposed to be funny and everything was delivered properly in a slapstick fashion.
Yes.
And
Perfectly.
to quote what you said earlier, probably Corey Feldman's last best role. Great
best role. Yep. Memorable.
Yeah.
Well, that 5 o'clock shadow, dude, is just
the Hulk Hogan 5 o'clock shadow.
That shit was fucking so key, man. Like, I'm jealous. I'd love to get it like that, bro.
I want to know how long it took them to get his face like that.
It was a Sharpie in like about 5 minutes, dude. They're just
not even a Sharpie, just an airbrush.
Yeah, done. I bet you it's an airbrush.
I probably was.
Yep. That's how they did Hulk Hogan. So cinematography was decent, nothing to write home about, but it was effective enough to portray the scenes in a proper manner and for it to be entertaining as well as professional looking. So I will commend the cinematography on being good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, there's not much else to say there.
That was lovely put.
Not really, because none of the shots really stood out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as, oh, wow, that was really awesome shot. But then none of them were like, wow, that's a really bad shot.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this is, exactly.
Premise.
Loved it.
A whorehouse full of vampires. What's not to love?
Right? Great. Sold.
You've got a point.
In the situation of recycle, rewind, or remake.
Rewind.
Oh, rewind for days.
Okay.
Be kind, rewind.
Ah.
Right. Ooh. A great movie.
So, guys, that brings us to the official Gore and More rating for this film. I will start this off this week by giving it a 4.75 out of 5.
A damn near perfect movie.
I told you that. Wow. The only thing that's going to be higher than me this episode is the score I give this film. So it'll start off with a 4.75 from me. John?
Oh, man. Put me on the spot. You know what? Let's go with 4.25. It was definitely over a 4 for me, for sure.
Chad?
I'll give it an even 4.
Okay. And Bobbert?
I agree with Chad. An even 4 for me.
That is a Gore More score of 4.25.
Woo!
Out of 5 for
Very nice.
1996's Tales from the Crypt presents Bordello of Blood.
Which I better write that down before I forget.
Yes.
Let me get my hand.
4.25. And that is it for that review of that. So we will now transition into the discussion segment of our show because we are good on time today, people. And next week's episode is, in fact, what is it?
Leviathan.
Is it a Chadwick pick, as it is an underwater themed film?
I believe that's on Amazon too. I think I already looked at it.
Yes.
Yes.
I was just.
What prominent actors does that feature?
Peter Weller.
RoboCop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll be back, boys. Give me 1 second.
You know what I watched the other day?
What's
a
that one?
long, expansive theory on why the chin plate on RoboCop disappears in certain scenes.
Really?
Yeah. It's actually, it boiled down to an aesthetics choice on making a scene look and feel more human. So they removed the chin guard in the neck cover whenever they showed his full face as to portray him as more human, because adding the neck piece and the chin guard would make it seem less like there's a human underneath the mask.
Gotcha. Okay.
But in the movie, there's no explanation. There's no showing him taking it off. It's just removing the top part of the helmet, which then confuses people.
Has anybody even bothered to see the remake?
I have.
I own it, but I have yet to watch it. I just got to actually.
I own it. I bought it at Dollar Tree of all places.
Yeah, dude, me too. Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was a couple months ago, but yeah, that's where I got it. That's
Blu-ray DVD pack, and I was like, for $1, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Still have yet to watch it though.
Which is perfect. I just realized.
What's that?
RoboCop, $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
There you go.
Yeah. But speaking of old school RoboCop, the new Aftermath DLC, man. I don't know if you guys have played it at all. I know Chad's an MK buff like myself, but dude, he's fucking awesome in it, man. And the different kind of masks and shit they give you, and you can actually unlock it to where he's the full human face and stuff like that. Like that.
No way.
Setups. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
But dude, he's so fucking nasty, dude. And like, obviously he fights slow, kind of like the Terminator, but is like Terminator fights more like Jason did in MPX, where I don't know, RoboCop is kind of like who do I want to say? Kind of more like Sector almost. But yeah, dude. And the voice acting is fucking great because they actually got Peter Weller to do it instead of fucking the shit crap like they did for Arnold.
Dude, you know what they should do as an alternate costume for him?
What?
RoboCop as Colonel Sanders.
Or with graffiti on the back.
I wonder. I think you can change some colors on some stuff. I don't know. I'll have to see if there's any alternate outfits like that. I only actually looked through like the helmet selection and stuff just to see what they had.
And let's not forget about the comics, the T-800 versus RoboCop comics.
Well, I know, man. That's why, like, as for a little kid inside of a 35-year-old body, man, this is like the perfect video game because it's finally allowing me to have those RoboCop versus Terminator fights.
Even though there was a RoboCop versus Terminator game.
Yeah, but that was where you just played as RoboCop. Man.
Yeah. I keep hitting my head off this. I need to find a new place to put it.
Which was a great game. I played that shit on fucking Super back in the day.
I wonder if Bobby's pooping.
I don't know where he went.
If it is, then this is our official mid-episode poop. First ever.
Yeah.
It took us 89 episodes to get a poop.
I'd say he's definitely gone and taken the piss a few times.
And we've actually had piss on the show before.
Yes.
Yeah.
You actually could
We've
hear
had
somebody
live
pissing.
yeah. So this is a first for the poop.
I don't remember that one.
That was Wes.
That was Wes. That was.
I think that might have been his last episode too.
It was.
That was the dentist then, right? I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then I came in on that fucking shit after that.
Yes, sir.
Hey, he's back.
Was that a piss or a poop?
Did you wipe?
I had to go. All right.
Yeah, there we go.
And he froze.
Andy
Bye.
There we go. I'd say all the audio issues and video issues
Here.
spawned from Bobby's internet connection today,
That's what I'm
guys.
thinking.
I'd have to apologize for that.
I'll take care of it. I don't know what's wrong. It was fine before. So
Your internet connection's always been kind of touchy anyway. Too much porn.
There's nothing
That and the
wrong
fact.
Hey, Big Johnny D, are you drinking a tab?
Is that a tab?
No, that's cherry Coke.
Oh,
How did you think the same thing?
I
Though? That's
fucking Marty
hilarious.
McFly. I was watching Back to the Future. the
I
other
thought
day.
it was cherry Dr. Pepper for a second.
Speaking of, did you see the drive-in this weekend is playing E.T. and Back to the Future?
So, question about that is that all your drive-ins are doing too? Because that's all ours is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Jaws in Jurassic Park last week.
Ours did Jaws 2 weeks ago as well, but I can't remember what that doing this week.
There is one in Jersey here, so I'm waiting to see if they play anything good.
If I can actually like get a hold of them and see if they'll do like a fucking horror night weekend or something. Oh my god, I'd be there.
Oh, yes, please.
Because like,
I guarantee if we ask up there, they probably would.
Yeah,
dude, I'm gonna ask for Strangers and Strangers Pray at Night. Give me a double feature, man, right off the bat.
Town, the dreaded Sundown remake.
I'd show up in my fucking stranger's costume and just walk through the fucking thing. Oh, people would scream. Have Taryn put her doll face mask on and just knock on people's fucking windows.
I mean, I think you're only about like 5 hours away, bud. So yeah.
There we go.
Let's dress up, show up. Let's have a good time.
Right? Hell yeah, dude. I could only hope though. I haven't seen anything announced personally, but the fact that they're just showing retro movies, you never know.
I did chat. I'm at 99% on Maneater.
Maneater?
Sharkgate?
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what's the funny thing? I saw that at Walmart the other day, and I almost picked up because at Walmart it's only $33.
Oh, okay.
On the PlayStation Store, it's $40.
Roll back.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah, nice. Walmart rope. Hell yeah, dude.
I love.
It's only $33. I might run over to Walmart after this, dude. Grab it.
Yeah, I love that
There you
game
go.
so much. I want DLC. John and I talked about DLC last.
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
The days are flowing through with so many podcasts from the host.
Dude, it's
So,
rough.
did we figure out can you play as the alligator, or is it just you fight an alligator?
Fight alligators.
Just fight them.
We're hoping in DLC since the models exist. But more so, I'd see more mutagens coming, more enemies, more areas. That'd be pretty easy to throw a fucking DLC and just have the shark, go through make a grate to break, and then you just go into another area. It's not that hard. A lot of areas are traversed that way anyway.
Right. It was. There's like seven different areas.
There's a lot more than that.
No.
Oh.
10 areas and then one final boss.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So what's the final boss?
Pete. The storyline.
Yeah.
The storyline is essentially a parody of Shark Week, and it's a documentary crew filming the fisherman Pete, Scaly Pete, as they call him, and his son, who is like a millennial who just got out of college but needs money, so he's working with his dad. He doesn't know what he's doing. So it's like Deadliest Catch, both sharks, and pretty much it just shows like you start the game as a mom, and then you die, and as he's gutting your mom, you fall out and take his arm. So the rest of the game is him having like he has like a hook, and he's like, God damn you! I know that's that fucking shark, and he's chasing you, and eventually you have multiple confrontations with him and fuck him up more, which makes more of a Captain Ahab situation, which it makes him just obsessed with you, even as going as far as you killing his son. And yeah, it's intense.
So you'd say you have an Ahab.
Yes.
Tying into last week's episode.
Yes.
Not that Bobby would know anything about that.
Oh!
Hey, at least I up, all right.
Yes.
Psycho killer. No, man. Anything else on the horror turnpike? as far as like really disgusting or anything?
I don't think I've seen anything. Really.
We will be getting Candyman released direct to streaming. I did see that for a fact.
Oh, we will.
Yes.
The new one.
They're so bad.
Well, it could possibly be in theaters too, because they did that with that stupid Trolls.
It will be in theaters and streaming.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just they do that because not every place is open for theaters yet.
Right. This is true.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only other thing I could say is NECA, I know, has a few new horror figures.
King Kong was announced, and the thing about the King Kong figure is the face is very throwback, but the body is very modern.
That's what they said it's their own rendition of Kong is why.
Okay, fair enough.
They weren't going over any distinct movie version. I just saw this. The Hellraiser rights could revert back to Clive Barker next year.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How is that going to affect the TV show we saw was in production about?
It would probably put a stop to it unless he's directly involved.
Interesting. Now he is directly involved in the Nightbreed TV show.
Mm-hmm.
I do know that for a fact because he talked about it in a Q&A last year.
Nice.
And also,
and since you brought up King Kong, I would also like to. They announced, I believe, yesterday that Godzilla vs. Kong is pushed back until May of next year. It was originally supposed to be out March of this year, then pushed back to November, and now it's not coming out till next year.
We will wait for the epic confrontation.
Yes.
Right. Two of the best kaiju.
NECA also has Halloween 2 cloth figures of Michael and Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasance coming out soon.
I did see that, the old triple pack. Yes.
Oh, a triple pack.
It's not triple pack, but the three release for Halloween 2. But I saw that they are releasing all of the would-be convention exclusives, and it looks like I want to say Playmates, but I'm probably not right on that. Maybe Hasbro, whoever owns the rights to TMNT currently, are releasing a box set. Includes 6 figures, all 4 turtles, Shredder, and Splinter, all carded, original figure designs, and they all come in a box shaped like the turtle van.
Nice.
And they're all packaged in there.
That's fine.
Yeah. $90.
Easily
justified.
I feel like it's a fair price.
Yeah. That's not a bad price at all, dude. For 5 figures?
Yeah, not bad at all.
Because I just paid what for the fucking
That's not even 5, that's 6 figures.
Also, they released Wave 5 of the Lightning Collection of Power Rangers, so we now have a proper unmasked Gold Ranger. Also, John, to answer our question for the Gold Ranger, it is the Trey version of Trey of Triforia, but if you buy the Red Ranger from Mighty Morphin, you can take the face off and and you can put Jason on there.
That's fine. Nice. That's some nice head right there.
Well, there it is. We made it, one episode without having a Power Rangers discussion.
Yes. I just saw the unboxing yesterday of the Gold Ranger, and John and I expressed how sad we are that in the game it's Trey and not Jason.
Can we talk for a minute about yesterday? It came out that Stephen King wants to write a book from Jason Voorhees' perspective,
but he can't spell Voorhees.
Yeah, he missed
a lot of things he can't do. He can't write a legible book anymore. But can we please just not let him do this? He hasn't written a good book in like 20 fucking years.
Except for Dr. Sleep.
Well, historically, Friday the 13th has never been a book series, or their books have really been that good anyway. And Stephen King's not a good screenplay writer. He's a good storyteller. He's a good book writer. He has his screenplays, movies that go directly from his screenplays and aren't adapted. And we've talked about this on the show before, are garbo, with the exception of what's the cat one?
Pet Cemetery?
Nope.
Sleepwalkers.
Yep. All of them are trash. Just saying.
Wait. What about Cat's Eye?
Is that a direct?
It's not based on. It's not based on any of his stories.
Interesting.
I don't know much about Cat's Eye, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't say.
It had a very it had a very young Drew Barry Manilow.
I saw
that is a dank meme, my good sir.
That was hilarious. I died when I saw that.
That made my day.
I think it's haunting RoboFuck as we speak.
Yeah.
He commented on it.
Ugh. That was
But no, please do not let Stephen King write this.
No, we don't need it.
I mean,
we need a fresh take.
I don't know that Jason Voorhees would be really coherent enough to tell a story from his point of view.
He's too much lore. We don't need any more Jason lore. When you start going too deep into Jason lore, fans start revolting because then you have to start going against what other movies have established, and going against the original 8 is frowned upon. Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah, and you really have to pick and choose what you want to follow and what you don't want to follow, because the series is all over the place.
It is.
Yeah. And the weird part is the first 4 movies, they really were the only ones that were cohesive together.
Mm-hmm.
Part 6 was too, but then 7 took a little bit of a turn, but then 8 took a turn of way out there. The lake all of a sudden leads to the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
Jason takes a boat ride.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And then Jason Goes to Hell comes along, which is still great, but it went like this. None of this happened, almost, basically.
Well, 8 kind of reverted him back to a kid, so...
Yeah,
I still say that was a hallucination. I don't think it was real.
Right? Dude, she just got shot up with PCB, man. Like,
You're right. Yeah. You're right.
She didn't know what the fuck was going on.
For all we know, that entire ending sequence could have been a fucking hallucination.
Well, she was seeing shit that wasn't there through the whole movie.
Yeah,
she's always had a problem with that.
You go to Crystal Lake, they get all banged by dudes, and they get all fucked up, and then they hallucinate this guy trying to kill him. Maybe it's just a Tucker and Dale situation. Maybe Jason's like the campground, and everyone's all fucked up, and we're seeing it from their perspective.
There's your new story right there.
It is. There we go. That's how Stephen King adapts it.
Maybe Crystal Lake is purgatory. Like the island in Lost.
Did you see what his story would have been? What Stephen King's story approach would have been? I saw somebody. It was the story of from Jason's perspective of him being cursed and forced to having to relive death over and over again.
It's
it's a bit much. You can't be sympathetic to a non-sympathetic killer.
Yeah.
They want to be, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
No, I agree. Leave it be. Listen, unless Stephen King is going to start railing lines again to write this thing.
Did you guys see what RoboFuck says?
No, what did he say?
It's haunting, cannot unsee.
What about the Drew Barry Manilow?
Tyler, when you close your eyes, do you see it at night?
The dankest of the memes.
An ounce of pain.
It sits at the base of his bed.
Floating.
Well, I'd say that's it for this week's news, this week's episode, and this week's review. So I'd say, thank you guys for joining us on another fun-filled episode of the Gore N More podcast.
Yeah, we will see you next week for Leviathan. Starring RoboCop's Peter Weller.
Yes. So, guys, this is your host with the motherfucking most, TJ Bowser, saying, see you next week.
That was very nice. That right there was your best Crypt Keeper yet. That little bit right there, that was spot on.
Thanks.
This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Crispin, saying, I'll see you next time, bitches.
This is Big Johnny D saying, see you later, Gorehounds.
This is your killing machine, Bobby and Moan, saying, I'll kill you guys later.